Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a new layout for you. This one is entitled You and Me, and I'm using the Pink Paisley and Paige Evans Bloom Street collection for this one here. This piece of paper here is my absolute favorite from the collection. I just love the dark navy blue with all the florals on it. It's really my jam. I really enjoy this paper, and so I decided to use it, and I knew that I had to keep the rest of it simple. Otherwise, it would be just overboard for me. Anyway, I'm using a cut file by Lori Whitlock, and this one here is from the Silhouette store, and I just went into the Silhouette studio and I deconstructed it. So I cut the back piece out of white cardstock, and then I went back in and cut the inside of the words with a separate piece of patterned paper, and in this case here I used a pink and purple, it's kind of like a watercolor kind of ombre kind of piece, and just filled it in, and I'm going through it and I'm adding the inside of the letters. Super simple. I really enjoy backing cut files this way. It's really fast and efficient for me. I used to back them the traditional way of, pen or pencil and trace the letters and cut them up by hand, but I just don't have time for that. Not anymore. And so I've discovered, taking things apart, taking files apart, I should say, and cutting them multiple times to make life so much more easier. Now here I'm just taking some foam dimensional sheets and I'm cutting it down into smaller pieces, and I'm just going to back the cut file so that when I do flip it over and I glue it down, I've got a lot of dimension on. I've got a lot of dimension because the words are raised up slightly, and it also gives me shadow, which I like. So this was super easy to do. It's not fussy at all. I enjoy this process too. It's kind of relaxing, and so when I can, I really do enjoy taking it slow and doing things, in a, I guess, more traditional manner. So I'm just gonna take smaller pieces now and fill in the gaps. It's not rocket science. It's a lot, and I just used the foam from Michael's. This particular pack, I think I bought it like 2 years ago, and so yeah, so that foam definitely lasts a long time. I think I even used a coupon. Now when I flip it over, you can see I've got quite a bit of dimension and some shadow underneath the word title. And I'm just going to take the plunge here and I'm going to hot glue it down and then work on the rest of my layout. Just try to eyeball it and make sure that it's straight. I'm not a perfectionist in that manner. I know that some ladies use like a T-square ruler and try to get things really precise, but I don't. And I just like to get things done, and I know that if I really needed to, I can edit things in Photoshop in like after I take photos of it. If I feel like things are kind of uncentered or slightly slanted, I could just adjust my pictures. So here I am, I'm going through the floral embellishments as well as the ephemera. And if you notice here, I did not back my or mat my photo like I usually do. I just directly went in with a piece of foam and stuck it directly on the back. And I'm going to use pieces from the ephemera and it's just from the ephemera pack, to just add some, let's call it matting to my photo. I had those that trio of hearts there that I really liked. Half of it's cut off because I may have used it on another layout, and so that's going in and behind. It's creating another layer for me. I'm going to take some of the journaling spots or journaling cards and just cut them down and use them, as well as some tags. And so I knew I had to be kind of simple with the rest of my layout when it came to embellishing here, because this paper is so busy. And you'll see now that I'm going to add a piece of circular journaling spot. And that's because I plan on adding some floral embellishments to the bottom right hand corner there of my photo. And because the background paper is so busy with all the rest of the florals, I didn't want whatever I was going to put down to get lost amongst the background paper. So I'm grounding the flowers there with that pink circular background paper, if that makes sense. Some of the pieces I've popped up on dimensional, and some of the pieces are just being glued down straight onto the background paper. And I just use my hot glue gun for all of this. Sometimes, like, I go back and forth between using my hot glue gun and some wet glue. I really enjoy using my hot glue gun. I'm not sure if anyone else uses their hot glue gun, but it's fast and efficient and it dries super duper quick. And it really does last, especially in the albums. So I like that in this collection, Paige has included a lot of foliage within the floral groupings. And when I say greenery, I don't mean the color green. I mean, you know, she's given us like foliage, but in varying shades. Like she's got the obvious green and different shades of green, but she's also got a periwinkle blue and like this purpley shade, as well as some berries. So I really appreciate that. Coming from an ex-florist. Also, this collection had this really cute hummingbird. I want to say it's a hummingbird, but I'm not 100% sure that it is. But I made it look like she was just sucking some of the nectar out of the flower, and she's just perched on the letter O there. Now I'm going to add a smaller cluster there on the bottom of the ampersand. And nothing crazy, busy, but you know, I just want something else. I want to add something else. And Ms. Hummingbird gets some foam dimension as well. And this tag here says sunshine and happiness. And I thought it was really fitting. I like that the background of it was white and then rainbow. So I knew that it was going to pop off the page. But I also enjoy the fact that it says sunshine and happiness, because that little spitball of fire of mine is full of sunshine and happiness most days. The 6x12 collection of stickers as well has two types of stickers in it. It's got this white background with a holographic silver print on it, as well as on the reverse side there's like a rainbow, I think, with the holographic print as well. So because there's a lot of color going on here already, I opted for the white background. And now I'm just going to take some of the stickers, and in this case it's the hearts, the holographic hearts, and I'm just going to add it to varying spots on my layout. What am I doing here now? So I think for the most part, this layout is complete. I wanted to add more, but I thought less is more in this case because of that pattern paper. I'm going to take my Tim Holtz let's try that again. Tim Holtz Distress Spray Stain in Brushed Pewter, and it's a silvery color, and I'm just adding some love around my page. This one here is slightly thicker, so it doesn't make huge kind of drops, and to be honest, when you first put it on, it's a lot darker and then dries more of a light silver when it is dry. And so I really like this color of Distress Stain. This is my final layout. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you guys are keeping safe during this time. I hope you guys have been doing well. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And give my video a like if you don't mind. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.